Hey, everybody, and welcome to another Music Monday. I am so glad that you guys waited. Yeah, we had a couple of technical difficulties, but we are here and we are on the air. I am so glad to have you join us today. It is a very special day for me. All of the days with my artists are special, but she is a sister, and she has such a moving testimony, and maybe I can get her to share it with you guys at the beginning here of the show. But she's in the green room and she's sitting there and she's waiting. Listen, what I really want you guys to do, which I am doing myself, and I'm sure she's going to do the same. I am going to share this to the unsigned or the indie artist reveal worldwide page. I'm still trying to get past that. Yeah, we have rebranded to Indie Artist Reveal Worldwide. And I want you to do me a favor and I want you to share this broadcast with everybody and let them know that we are on the air. And I am happy that you are. I see you guys are coming in. Comments will start coming in just a little bit. Listen, while we are chatting and we are asking you to share, I've brought in my special guest for tonight. Oh, international recording artist. I love how that flows. Candace Woodson is in the house. There you are. Hey.
Hello, hello.
Hey, sis. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. Sabrina, how are you?
I'm wonderful. I have no complaints. I am just excited to have you back on the show. I love replays, so to speak.
Well, we definitely have a replay.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So much to chat about. So much to talk about. You've been gone. Back of house, we were talking about how long it was um since the last time we talked. I think it was June 2021.
That's it's unbelievable.
That totally.
I cannot believe we waited that long to
I don't
reconnect.
know what happened. Were you busy? So I know you've been doing a lot of touring, right?
I've been very, very blessed. After that 2021 and after COVID,
Yeah.
things just they went in another direction, but it was a great direction because I connected with Nigel Lois,
Oh,
and after connecting with Nigel Lois, we did Midas Touch. Midas Touch actually had the Midas Touch, and from
yes,
there,
it did. Yes, it did. Oh,
Midas Touch went on to be Perfect.
mm-hmm.
And Gary Vandenbush out of the UK said, I have the perfect song for you, because I said, I need that song that's like Boys to Men on Bended Knees, or, just that
I love
song. And
it.
he said, I have the perfect song for you. And it ended up being Perfect. Trying to Be Perfect, written by Valerie Simpson, the legend, Ashford and Simpson. Yes, yes, that Valerie Simpson. Yes, yes, that one. That one.
Oh my God.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
when I tell you I love that song, and when I tell you how you performed that song, I was like, I could feel like the hairs
Mm.
on my arm just start to stand and on my neck. And I couldn't walk away from the video. I'm so glad that you made the video, right? For Perfect.
Yes.
I am
Oh,
so glad you
yes.
did that.
I'm
Uh,
I'm so fortunate that Robert Foster stepped in, and of course Crucifix out of North Carolina. He's done all of my videos, but we initially shot the video in Las Vegas,
right.
and Robert Foster, he did it, and my son Momo, he was co-shooter, co-cameraman. And
Listen.
yes, we put that together, and I'm very, very, very proud, but very thankful for the project, and
Right.
very proud of how it turned out.
I, now, I'm going to circle back to perfect because I rarely do this. This is how important and vital you are, um, Candace. I have the video, and I am going
No,
to
girl, you know your stuff. You got your, you get,
think I don't, but
you
I do.
prepared. You
I
prepared.
am going to show that tonight. But Midas Touch, when you came June 2021, Midas Touch was premiered. Um, and
No.
yeah, yeah, when you came in
Wow.
2021, yeah, I was looking at that video of you and I thought, wow, this is a great song. This is really a great. How did it do in on radio? Midas Touch.
Midas Touch,
Mhm.
not only was it the number one song on the UK Soul Chart
No.
Top 100 for the year, it beat out Bruno Mars, Shaka Khan. Yes, yes, it did that. It did that. And it was the number one song in Germany, the Pop Music Awards. And it
Mhm.
actually beat this, you know, Shaka Khan had a song out that year, something about a woman being
Mhm.
something about. And when I saw that I won, it took me a minute because I said, did her people know? There must be a mistake. Did they not know that we were both in this genre together?
That's
And
crazy.
what did they just not vote? Or, I mean, it's like, what happened? Did they just forget?
Oh my
And when
god.
I won, and on that same day,
Mhm.
I also won the Emerald Award in Philadelphia for
Oh,
Best Song of the Year. So
wow.
Midas Touch really had the Midas Touch. And I'll never forget when I was trying to come up with the name of the song.
Mhm.
And Lou Lane, which has had my backbone forever, he does all of the jazz, Norman Brown, and
Sure
so many
does.
different people.
Sure does.
So when I
Mhm.
was asking them, I said, well, what should I name it? And I said, I'm going to name it Midas Touch. He said, oh, you'll have to change that name because you only say it once. I'm like, but that's enough. The one time is enough. And I only say Midas Touch once, believe it or not, in the song.
You're kidding.
Yes, no,
Oh,
but yes, only one time. But
I don't
it
remember
has
that.
that Midas touch. It
Oh,
has the Midas touch. And I said, that's the only name that I feel like I can give it, you know? So
wow. Wow. I want everybody the reason we are ranting and raving about this song is because I decided, okay, um, I love all my artists who come on here, but I want you guys to see uh, Midas Touch. I brought it out. I pulled it out of the archives, and you guys, you've got to enjoy it. So I think if it wasn't Midas Touch, let's see.
we
We've
had
had
three
some.
versions.
That's what it was.
We had three.
Okay,
That was the song that kept on living.
got it.
It really had three lives. It lasted the entire year. It lasted the entire year.
Okay, what I pulled out then because I don't think I know what happened. I wasn't able to pull it. I'm not supposed to be able to pull things from YouTube, but perfect is what I was able to pull from YouTube. Now that one was a Valerie Simpson
That's the one.
cover, right?
Correct.
And that's the one I was just sharing with you about where the hairs on my arm just stood because it's so emotional and it's so dramatic and the strings and it's just moving. It's elaborate. It's so big. I want them to, because I do have it. I see it here. I have perfect. I couldn't get, that's what it was. I couldn't get Midas touch. I couldn't rip it, but I was able. I know, right? Go figure. I don't want to do anything with it but promote it. I don't want to steal it or anything. But I definitely want everybody to take a look at Perfect. This was how long ago? Set it up for me. Perfect.
Perfect was 2 years ago.
At least
2 years
2 years.
ago. 2 years ago.
Where'd you
And
film this?
I
This
actually filmed it in Las Vegas.
beautiful place.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Las Vegas.
It's
Yes.
it is beautiful. We're gonna
And
take a look at Perfect in just a second. Go ahead. I want you to
I
finish.
was going to say, and the ideal that we came up with, trying to be perfect. So it seemed like every time in the video, I was either doing something to my dress or doing, because we live in a world to where everybody makes you feel like that you're not perfect or that you're not good
Mhm.
enough or you
Sure.
need to do more.
Right.
And that's not true.
Right.
Everyone is perfect just the way they
They
are.
are. Yep.
They're perfect just the way they are. There is no criteria that you need to be anything but who you are.
I
And
love
society, but society tries to make us feel like it's not good enough or that we are on a scale judged by another person. And that's not the way that it really is. God made us all unique in our own way. And
wow.
we just need to just be that. Just be that. You don't have to try to be perfect. And I wish every young person would hear this song and hear the words about trying to be perfect, but the image, it isn't real. It isn't real, you know. So I'm glad that you have it. And I hope all that are listening share it so people can really hear it and know that that's a representation of knowing that you're perfect just the way you are.
And I tell you, now is such a great time for me. There's some ebbs and flows and highs and lows that I've been through recently. And one of those things happened to touch on um the semblance of not being good enough. But with all of the personality that I have, when you're kind of going through certain things, a song like that really it touches the heartstring, which is what I know you wanted it to do, Candace. I mean, I think I'm one of the most positive persons around.
You
But,
are.
but
I'm letting
when
you know that you are.
thank you, but I guess when you're going through certain things and you're around people, please watch the other thing. Watch who is in your circle, right? Because if the wrong people are in your circle, that's a seed, whether you say, oh, that doesn't bother me what they said. It's a seed sown. And if it's negative, there's something wrong with that. And you need to get out um, from around that person or not allow that person to have such exclusivity to you. And
What
so,
You know what? But I've noticed I have to watch myself.
and
I have to
ourselves.
make sure that I'm not the negative seed.
And you're
I
not
have to
saying the
make
wrong,
sure that I don't have the wrong thoughts. I don't
yep,
say the wrong things
right.
because that's what I'm putting into the universe. And that's
And
who
that's
I'm
what you
attracting. Come on now. Come on, Sabrina. Work with me
what
now.
I'm
Stay
working
with
with you, sis. I'm working with, but again, it is our gates, our eyes, our ears, what we allow in our heart. So if we are influenced and we have seed sown, then again, it's kind of like what I just said. You may say, that stuff doesn't bother me. But if you hear it too much,
me. Yes.
then it starts to layer. And before you know it, you're saying what they're saying. It's like,
Yes.
why did I say that? That's
Exactly.
not me. So I'm not blaming anybody else. Yes, we take full responsibility of what we say, but we also have to guard our gates so that those seeds aren't sown to layer and produce something negative that should not be there. But this song right here is an amazing rendition um, of Perfect. It's so beautiful. I mean, I'm telling you, I was crying. I was in tears. I probably will be while it's playing. But you guys, please enjoy Perfect by our special guest, Candace Woodson. We'll be back in just a little bit.
to be perfect, but the image isn't real. What we show on the outside isn't what we really feel. Trying to be perfect, ooh, will never, never, ever be. So why in heaven's name are you picking on me? See, we all wanna be beautiful, loved, rich and famous, and all the above. Yeah, 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 yeah. And we wanna be sexy, smart, have them worship our bodies and our hearts. Please accept me as I am, and not what I might become. 'Cause at this point in my life, I'm far beyond trying to be perfect. If that's your only wish, oh, one day you're gonna look back on all the things, all the things you've missed. Please accept me as I am, not what I might become. 'Cause at this point in my life, I'm far beyond trying to be perfect. Oh, we will never, never, ever be. So why in heaven's name are you picking on me?
That was absolutely beautiful, Candace.
I'm over here crying myself. I'm like, oh, wow, that was me. But I have to also mention this. I was thinking while it was playing,
Yeah.
and you have the legend Valerie Simpson.
Valerie Simpson. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you also have T.C. Tompkins, who is my promoter in the States. And I will never forget when I sent it to him, he said, that's a hit record. That's a hit record.
It's beautiful.
And he knows what he's talking about because he has a book out that's called Radio When Radio Was King.
Oh,
he did. Oh, yes, he did. He discovered Sade. He did the Victory Tour for Michael Jackson. So I forced him. I was like, "You're working with me. I don't care. What it takes. We're going to work together." And I'm very fortunate to have him on my team. And when he told me it was a hit record, he had to, know what he was talking about because I ended up opening for the Giants of Soul tour with Denise Williams and Alexander
Wow.
O'Neill and
Wow.
Gwen Dickey and Jackie Graham and Janet Kay.
Look at
So
you.
yeah, all of those guys, we did a 2.5 month tour, and I was the opening act. So to have legends like themselves, the seasoned, entertainers, and for them to be okay with me being the opening act, as Angie would say, she would say, "You set the temperature."
I
Yeah,
love
in
that.
her UK way, you set the temperature.
Yes, you did. Oh my God. That was amazing. And so that was filmed in Vegas, right?
In Vegas, yes.
Well, so what were you thinking, as you were walking? Because I could see you kind of like in thought mode, when you were walking down the walkway. Were there any specific thoughts or were you just kind of like in act mode, Candace?
Some of it was truly just authentic. Just me
Yeah.
being me. Like, really coming out of that limousine to catch me trying to put the dress down, trying to
Sure.
make sure everything is all put in place, like we always do before we go
Yeah.
into a building. Um,
Mhm.
Standing there singing the song and trying to make sure that it's all in place. But then there were times I was like, but this song is trying to be perfect. And I'm not going to try to be perfect. I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm just going to be who I am.
Wow.
And we
Wow.
got those moments. I mean, just laughing and just going down the steps and just
Right.
walking, just being myself, just enjoying the moment of feeling so blessed to
Sure.
be at that level of my career where I'm making videos and I'm performing songs of legends. By the way, she gave me her blessings.
That's
She sent me an email. She said, I love your treatment of it, and you have the vocal power to get it out. I ended up going to New York at the Sugar Bar, performed it live for her. She gave me a
you
standing
did.
ovation and a hug and a kiss.
I know you didn't want to wash that
I
spot.
didn't. I didn't. I said, do y'all see it? Do you see it? The next day I was like, is it still there?
I
Is
love
it still,
it.
is it still
Oh
there?
my God. Oh, those are moments that you just have to tell me you were taking pictures and you
Oh,
captured it.
plenty. Oh
Oh,
man.
okay.
That was really the highlight of my career. I've
Wow.
had a couple of things, happen, in my career. And, one of them is working with Michael Powell, Anita Baker's producer.
Of course.
And another one was working with, hi, Martha, I see you. Oh, hey. I told you I get the best boss in the world.
Oh my God.
Dr. Fulton. Yes, I'm telling you, in the world, hands down, hands
I
down.
love it. I love
And
it.
I did, like I said, Valerie Simpson,
Mhm.
and having those two, you know, oh, and the emotions. I redid the "What Does the Lonely Do at Christmas," and
Yes.
I got their blessings.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, you know what? If the legend's telling me that I can sing, it,
Keep
it must be
singing.
something to it.
It is. It is. It is. And I wanted to get back to that. We'll eventually come out of it because I want to take a break. But when you came the last time, we were still kind of in the throes of the pandemic, and everybody was scrambling, trying to find themselves, trying to find their place. There were podcasts everywhere, music was coming out, 90 to nothing, you know. What, and then we'll go to break after this question. Can you remember, and I mean, if it's too fuzzy, too far back, I totally, totally, totally get it. But was there a takeaway for you from that whole ordeal, Can?
Well, a lot of things happened during
Yeah,
COVID.
yeah.
I decided to make a faith move and move from South Carolina to Florida. And that actually happened during the pandemic, during COVID. I didn't
Wow.
know any better. I didn't know any better. I just
You
heard the
just
voice
did
say
it.
go, and I left and I went.
God. Yeah.
And it was mostly for my son though, because I have two wonderful sons, and they both play tennis at a high
Sure.
level, professional level.
Yeah.
And the oldest was already graduated and in New York doing his thing. And the youngest was at that stage of that, if we want him to get better, we want him to go to that next level, we've got to figure out what to do. And when
Sure.
the opportunity became available for us in Florida, of course, it made that move. And it truly was a faith move, sight unseen. The
Wow.
place where I live, everything was just a faith move. Even the academy, I just faith. I'm just like, but I know we need to go. I know we need to move. The best
Mhm.
thing that ever happened, because now he graduated this year. He is now in, well, last year that he had just finished his first semester at Belmont University, full ride tennis. Man, we doing, it's
I
it.
love that.
So we're so blessed. And so when you said, did I feel anything? A lot of things happened because making that move, but then also with the music, making a modest touch and writing that, and
Right.
Kerry Davis, getting with him. And I want to send my love out to him. His wife just recently passed away.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
And
Yeah.
Carrie, I love you and I love your son and your family. And I'm really, really praying for you, really praying that all things can go well, because I know that this is a difficult time. But he was shocked because all the songs he sent me, he thought that was the worst one. And I said, oh no, that's the one. And so, like I said, creating the album, I didn't want to be an artist that just made a bunch of
Bunch of
singles. You know
mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? And then you look up and you say, did she ever do an album? And then they go, well, no, she never did an album. So I wanted to make sure that I was an artist that kept it with substance, that they
Sure.
knew that they could find me and how they could find me. I got to
Right.
thank, Dwayne Butler of Intrigue magazine, that keeps all of my social media, my webpage, my covers for my, CDs and so forth. He is the one that has such a belief in me. He found me. He heard the answer is no, and he called the UK station to find out who it was. And it was me. And we've been together
Whoa.
ever since. And that's over 10 years.
That's
Yes.
amazing. That's
Yes.
amazing. Wow. Wow. I mean, when you find loyalty like that, you got to do everything you can
Yes.
to retain that, because that few and far between these days. Few and far between. Well, listen, we're going to take our first break of the night. I think, yeah, before I go into the next set of questions, I really want to get a flow about it. And like I said, if I get to however many, if I don't get to them, I just want it to be as authentic as possible. It's been so long since we've had you on. We're so happy to have you back on the show. You're family now. You can't get rid of us now.
No, 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 not happening. No, I wish you would try. Too bad. Too
Won't
bad.
work. Won't work. Well, listen, hang out for us for just a little bit, Candace. And thank you guys for coming and sharing tonight's segment of Indie Artist Reveal Worldwide. We'll be back in just a little bit. Stay close. Mid-South. Are you ready? WWJ Events presents Grammy-nominated Boney James with special guest Billboard charting artist Reagan Whiteside, with live performances March 14th at the Jackson Convention Complex. Doors open at 7 p.m. Showtime 8 p.m. For VIP and general ticket information, visit www.jevents.com. Join us every Monday at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time to hear the stories of artists you love and discover artists you'll learn to love on Indie Artist Reveal Worldwide via Facebook and YouTube. The expansion continues. You can locate us on 10 affiliate radio stations, rebroadcasting Indie Artist Reveal Worldwide segments around the globe. Come on, Join the indie community. Hey, welcome back to the show. I'm Sabrina Taylor, creator and host of Indie Artist Reveal. Well, I guess I should point that way. Indie Artist Reveal worldwide. So glad to have you guys join us tonight. If you are just coming on, thank you so much. Our special guest tonight is Candace Woodson. It has been several years since we've had her and chatted with her. She's done so much. I just shared a video. If you missed Perfect, it took everything in me not to mess up my makeup. I can't refresh this makeup, Candace. It took everything not to get the mascara going and running, but it was such an amazing video. That was not even the premiere. I also wanted to share Midas Touch. That was the one that I just couldn't pull down, but it's okay because we've got the music premiere that's coming up in just a little bit. You've got your own label,
Yes.
right? So
Mo
what is
Better.
it? Mo Better.
Mo Better Records. After the Spike Lee Mo Better Blues,
I know.
I know. So by having two sons,
Yeah.
my publishing company is Jared and Me Publishing. So
Okay.
then when Momo came along, I
Yeah.
thought, okay, I need to do something for him. So we'll name the record company after him. So the publishing is Jared and Me
Yeah.
Publishing, and then the record
Mo Better.
label is Mo
Mo
Better
Better
Records.
Records. I love it. I love it. So, are you talk about the vision for the label? What are the goals and the vision for Mo Better Records? Is it just for you? Is it for others? Share your thoughts with us on that.
It's for generational legacy,
Love
leaving
it.
something for my children and their children.
Yeah.
And for all those who have met me, to where
Mm,
when they want to be able to have a connection
sure.
of how did I have an impact in this industry?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the
Mm-hmm.
first thing is I was the first to graduate with a commercial music degree from Tennessee State University. Yes.
Oh,
And I was hired by Clarence Kilcrease, who
yeah.
hired Oprah Winfrey.
What?
And I worked at the radio station, and I was a radio personality. And he
Wow.
said, don't get used to her because she's just like Oprah. She won't be here long. And
I love
he was
it.
right. He was very
Yeah.
right. I didn't end up staying, but I created that to say that I could show that I could have a business side of it. I didn't want to be just known as a singer. I wanted to be known as a person who could be respected. So
Sure.
that's why I got the degree,
Yep.
created the label, and I also did not want to be limited by depending on someone else to get it done for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I
didn't want
do.
to have to wait for somebody to give me that opportunity.
Sure.
I made that opportunity. And so I'm here to tell anyone out there, if you have a goal or a dream,
Yeah.
stop waiting for the
Do it.
person to do it for you.
Get up
Every
and do it.
day, do something towards that goal.
I
One thing,
love
I don't care what it is.
right.
One thing, do it towards that goal because that is the way that you will be successful and achieving it. And you can sleep at night.
Yeah. And you're a great teacher. I can see the teacher in you.
Well, I do teach. That's
But
why I
you
said I have
teach.
the best boss in the world. I mean, I
I
tell you, I teach
know.
because I love it, but I teach because of his leadership. And I actually teach the subject of civics.
Look at that.
Go figure. And I love it. And I love
Ah,
the kids, but they get entertained every day. I use my entertaining skills
look at
to
you.
teach the civics
And I'm
so they can
sure,
connect.
and that's what I was going to say. I'm sure you're connecting the dots, and I'm sure they're learning a lot from you. Were you nervous, speaking of which, the first day getting out there and teaching? Because I know it can be different than being on stage, and sometimes um performers still get like the jitters and such. So even for both, since I'm bringing it up, do you still get jittery before you go out and perform? And
You know, I don't think I get nervous. I think my expectations for myself.
Mhm.
are so high. I don't want to mess up. I don't want to make a mistake.
Yeah.
I want the people to I want everybody to be touched. I want them to be moved by the performance. So I don't think I get nervous. I think I put the a standard. I always
Got
say
it.
the standard is the standard. Well, the standard that I have for myself as an entertainer,
Mhm.
I think, well, it may be a touch of nervousness, but I really see it as wanting to do well. I
Sure.
really want to do well.
Of course. Of course. Of course. So what are some of the challenges as an independent artist that well, I'll bring it home. What's one of the most challenging issues that you face as an independent artist?
Well, Sabrina,
Mhm.
we need another show. No.
A whole other show. Go figure that.
Oh,
Oh, you're
because
like, well, how
if
long
we're
do
gonna
you
talk about that, that takes a whole nother show.
how
The
long do you have?
challenges. We don't have time. We don't have time.
Uh,
But,
well, well, one
but
that we
well, you want
can.
me to do the condensed version,
Yes,
the abbreviated version.
yes,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah,
Well, the biggest difficulty is the finances.
yeah, of course.
Because
Yeah.
we live unfortunately in a world that it takes finances in order
Push your music.
to
Mhm,
push your music to get yourself out
mhm.
there. But
Yes.
I am so blessed because there's a big machine behind me that is my faith. I'm telling you, the majority of what you see is based off of my faith. I
I love
believe that
it.
God will provide. I believe that He is not unjust and He won't keep any good thing from you. So, you hear what I'm saying?
I hear what you're
So,
saying.
so even though it takes money, and it does,
It does.
but you need to have a foundation of your faith. You need to have a
Sure.
belief system
Hmm.
because in this industry, I have been told probably more than Dr. Seuss. I think Dr. Seuss was told no 400 times, but I'm
Wow.
sure I beat that. I'm sure
What?
I surpassed that no.
No
Oh, I've
way.
been told no so many times. So when you talk about and you speak about the obstacles
Hmm.
in this industry,
Sure.
it's also meeting the right people. It's also
Mhm.
making the right connections.
Sure.
It's also timing.
Yeah.
Having the getting your music out at the right time to where people can, really, you know, receive it. Are they ready for that sound? Are they
Right.
ready for that particular song
Those
at that
lyrics.
time?
Hmm.
So there's
Yeah.
so many different things that you have to put together in
Hmm.
this, like I said, in this industry. So the finances, the connections, the songs too,
Sure.
you have to find material. You need the right material in order to stay, relevant. I'm very fortunate that I am a songwriter.
Yes, you are.
So I thank you for
Hmm.
that, and I'm very fortunate that I'm able to put my thoughts into on paper and onto a song to where I'm able to give it to others, and maybe they felt the same way. Like my song, "The Answer Is No." A lot of people really think that that song is about a man, but it really is not. Because my college TSU friend, she said, Candace, when you make it, they're gonna be coming around and you better tell them no. And I said, I said, that's a song.
Aw.
The answer is
Is
no.
no.
And so half the time you didn't wanna pay. You forgot about the holidays. Oh, but now things have changed. Oh, this time you're gonna know my name. The answer is no, no.
You literally made a song of it.
I did.
Oh, and that's what I love about us as creatives. Um, I was on with with Selena Albright last week,
Yes, that was a great interview.
You saw that one?
Yes, yes,
I'm
yes,
so honored. But I didn't get the opportunity to share with everybody how she had this challenge, this song challenge. Someone gave her just a list of words and said, "Take these words, you have so many minutes, go you and your partner in this room and make a song." And I think she named it Deliberate or something like that. But when I tell you that the the rhythm, the rhyme, I said, Selena. And I'm saying that to say it's amazing how creatives create. Do you know what I
yes,
mean?
yes.
When you're put on the spot, when you're angry, when you're sad, when you're happy, when you're in love, all of life produces the music that we hear.
It does.
And I
It
love
does.
that.
Like my song Desire,
Yeah.
that was my boys. You are my
Mm,
desire, all that I'm
mm,
living for. They
hmm.
do give me purpose. They give me that driven. And I am so thankful too. My mother is 82 years old and she's a beautiful woman, and my
I'm
aunts
sure.
and my sisters. We used to have a group called the Park Sisters growing up, a little gospel group, and their support system. I appreciate that. And there's just so many people that help me continue to keep going. I'm
Sure.
so blessed I'm able to try.
Yep.
That's a blessing.
It is all by itself, Candace. All by itself.
Yeah.
How do you feel the industry has changed?
Well, the industry has changed because of the indie music side.
Mhm.
There was a time that you could not produce your own music
That's true.
and release it.
Nope.
Basically, you can make a song tonight and release it tonight.
Tomorrow or tonight. Yeah.
Tonight.
Mhm. True.
you
That's
know,
true. That's right.
so, you had to wait until the opportunities were there. But now, there's still a lot of politics in this music industry, because
Sure.
even with the indie side,
Mhm.
you still have to be accepted in that group. You're trying to, even as an indie artist, you're trying to cross over to get into mainstream.
Sure.
So you still, even though you have God, you still at the mercy of
Mhm.
people that make the decisions in the industry. You're still at their mercy to where they give you a chance. And the industry has changed to where if you have a know-how of how to
Mhm.
work the system,
Yeah.
you can do it.
You can get
And
beyond
if
that.
you know how, yes, if you know how to record, you know how to play, your own instruments, if you know how to, all of those things, if you're
Sure.
able to do that yourself,
Yeah.
you can do it. But if you are limited in some ways, to where I know what God gave me, and He
Yeah.
did not give me the piano skills. Ask them at Tennessee State University in the practice rooms who they would say, there she is banging on those keys again.
Oh, you tried.
I
Nothing
tried.
beats a failure,
And
but
then when we had to do our recitals, they told me, leave the pedal alone.
oh
Just
my
don't mess with the pedal. Just do the song, because
anything other.
to leave the pedal alone. Stop the delay. So
So then I guess I would it would be safe to say being unique is important in this industry.
yes,
Yeah. Be yourself, but pull out that unique quality.
yes. And
Yeah.
I really feel like I'm trying to do that, because,
Mhm.
like I said, I've been told no so many times. I'm too old, too
What?
old. You know, who wants to listen to that sound? It's too dated. Just so many different things that
Ooh.
I've been told. And I'm thankful that I don't know how to be any other way but than
But
how I
the way.
am.
Mhm.
And I'm thankful for, articles like Soul Track,
Yes.
all these that stated I
Mhm.
am the face. I've become the face of
And you
indie
have.
music, and
You
I'm really thankful. I'm so honored, because
mhm.
that publication has everyone from Peebo to Will
Real
Downing,
Downing,
Avery Sunshine
Mesa.
Mesa, all of them,
Mhm.
and then to write about me in that light.
Right.
I'm so fortunate, and I'm so appreciative. So I have so much more that I plan to do. You know,
Right.
I'm also an actress. I uh, did a stage play of Stairway to Heaven. I played Phyllis Hyman, which everyone knows is my number one girl. So I actually
Oh,
have her jacket. Her
what?
family, when I played her in the Stairway to Heaven,
Mm-hmm.
they gave me her jacket as a present.
Oh,
And I
wow.
did a tribute to her last year
Mm-hmm.
because she turned 75 years old, although she's no longer with us. And I
Right.
wrote a song called Over and Over that was a tribute to Phyllis Hyman.
Wow. Wow.
Yes. And I did that, and a lot, it didn't get what Midas Touch got, but I did it because I wanted to show my appreciation because I felt like she was in the industry, but
Right.
she was not appreciated because there was a Whitney going on, and there was a Mariah going on, and there was all these other ones going on that no one wanted to appreciate her
Other.
authenticity. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So
Sure.
it's like I wanted to show that we still hear you, Phyllis. We're still playing you. Although we didn't appreciate you while you were here, somebody is still saying you are, such a major force in this industry. And people like me have my chance right now
Right.
because of you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What advice, and we're going to take the last break of the night and work towards the coveted premiere. What advice have you been given along the way that you decided, okay, this piece of advice, I need to take it, and you've applied it, and it has positively impacted your career?
Um, there's been several things that has kept me going,
Yeah,
but one in particular I can say is that don't have time for the small stuff. You really don't have time to invest
sure.
in what people say or what they think of you
Right.
because that is their opinion.
And they're welcome to it.
Exactly. And so as long as you are doing your best,
Right.
as long as you give your all,
Mm.
and you're doing what you love, because this
Mhm.
life it's not a long life. It's not a long life in to spend worrying about what people think.
Mm.
It's not worth it.
That's right.
But now there's a flip side to that.
Got
How the
it.
Bible tells us to get wise counsel. So
True.
I do believe that we should ask, at times the ones that we trust, the ones that we know that have our best interests, we should ask them what do they think,
Yeah.
how they feel about certain things,
Mhm.
and use that to help better yourself.
Right.
But not to take and don't take anything personal. I've learned that too. Don't take yourself so personal. You don't have to be trying to be perfect. You don't have to be
I love
perfect.
it. I love it. Wow. Well, I appreciate that, I mean, you're sharing such rich nuggets. And I really feel that teacher in you coming out tonight.
It's just in me. It's just in me.
It's just oozing out of you tonight. Oh, and I appreciate it though, no, because it is definitely worth applying to life because we all walk into situations where, it gets the best of us. We kind of talked about that a little while ago, but yeah, it doesn't matter what anyone thinks of you. It's what you think of you.
Exactly.
For sure. For sure. Well, let's do this. Let's take the very last break of the night, my friend. And
Yeah.
when we come back, we're going to, I want you to think about it. What I'm sure, um, as a writer, you don't have to think about it, but um, I wanted to pose if you ever find it difficult to create. What moment makes it difficult for you to create if you get those moments?
I
Sometimes
have
we
had a
have
writer's
writer's
block.
block.
I have, as a matter of fact, before, I wrote over and over for the Phyllis Hyman tribute. And I kind
That's
of went through,
right. That's
yes,
right.
yes.
Yeah.
And I,
Yeah.
I kind of went through this. I really kind of went through a little writer's block a little bit. After that, I really didn't find myself. And I thought about what I wanted to present into the world. And I thought about what's happening. There is not enough love. There is not enough romance. There is not enough
Oh Lord.
there's not enough mystique to it. There's
Oh
not
God.
enough tease into it. And I thought, you know what? I need a song. I'm gonna write a song that says, "Ooh, it's your love, what you do to me."
See?
Oh, but you set me free. You build me up. But is this really real? Or can I really say that it's happening? Oh, okay. Yes, it is happening. So
Yeah.
I got to tell the world about it. I got to share with the world. It's your love.
So that's going to take us into your single. So hang on, because I want you to elaborate. I really want to get that after the break, but I think the lights just popped on for you with that one. You were like, "Oh, I can tell you now. I
I
can
can
tell you
tell
right
you
now."
now. Yes, I can. Yes, I
Well,
can.
listen, hang on to those thoughts. We're going to take the last break of the night, Candace. We'll be right back with you. And you guys, hang out with us. We've got one more break. And when we come back, we're going to finish the thoughts of our special guest, Candace Woodson, and have the premiere of Your Love tonight on Indie Artists Reveal Worldwide. Don't miss a segment of Indie Artist Reveal Worldwide. Stay connected on LA's most influential radio station, the Urban Influencer Radio. Tuesdays at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Listen at theurbaninfluencer.com. Mid-South. Are you ready? WWJ Events presents Grammy-nominated Boney James with special guest Billboard charting artist Reagan Whiteside with live performances March 14th at the Jackson Convention Complex. Doors open at 7 p.m. Showtime 8 p.m. For VIP and general ticket information, visit www.events.com. Welcome back to the last portion of the show. I always kind of get a little sad because
I
it's
do
like,
too. I am telling you, man, I know how you feel because I was
oh,
thinking the same thing. It's just gone too quick.
I
But
know, right?
I wanted to mention something else though. When you're talking
Sure.
about the difficulty,
Yeah.
it's also difficult to get work. It's also difficult to get bookings because it used to be that some of your old school artists, they only played certain venues. You would not see them
In
at
certain.
at
Mhm.
certain places. I'm
That's
serious. And
yes.
now it's difficult for indie artists like myself because it's unfortunate. They want to see your numbers. They want to see your streams. They want to
Yes.
see,
Yep.
your likes. They
Yep.
want to see your subscribers.
That's right.
And it's unfortunate that all of us, we don't have the million, the billion streams, but we have a fan base out there that if more would see us, we would get that. But until that changes too,
Right.
that the criteria to perform is that you have to have this or that. But I also want to mention too, I know that we're about to wrap this up.
Well, you're
I
fine.
do. I do have something coming up in Goldsboro, North Carolina, and it's a Southern Soul event, and that's going to be
Ah,
on February the 16th.
yeah.
So if you're in the North Carolina because I what I'm hearing is that they are really digging the new single to where the DJs are playing it in the clubs.
I
The
can see
DJs are,
that.
I'm telling you, they're
Mhm.
mixing it. I
Mhm.
received something today from the UK that
Hmm.
I'm looking forward to sharing it with you guys. It's a
Wow.
mix
Yeah.
that it's gonna. I used to want to do elevator music. That's what I said, but I said maybe. because you want that money that while you sleep, that is cha-ching,
It's working for
cha-ching.
you.
You know what I'm saying? The
Exactly.
elevator music is,
Mhm,
and the grocery store music,
mhm.
it's working while you rest, while you
Sure,
sleep.
sure.
But if I need to do some powerhouse workout dance stuff and that's going,
That's true.
hey, God, whatever you see fit, I'm all for it.
Well, speaking of performances, you're a writer and you're a performer. Do you do you love them equally, or do you love
Oh,
one?
I love the stage. I love
I
performing.
figured. Mhm.
That is my thing. That is my happy place. I'm so thankful that God gave me that gift to be on that stage
Right.
and to entertain, because that's what I do love the most. I
What
love
were
the entertaining.
what was one of your favorite spots to visit and
Oh, it was that
entertain?
tour. It was
The
that tour. It
European
was
tour?
that European tour. You know, we went to Liverpool, Manhattan,
Oh, that's
Manchester. I
yeah.
mean, really, it was a 2.5 month tour that
What?
we toured all of the
Oh.
UK.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
mean, it was amazing. And then to be on the tour bus with Denise Williams and Tunde and I mean, it was amazing. It was just amazing. So it's going to be hard to top that. Even though I pray that something like that comes up, available
It
again in
will.
some way. But I
Mhm.
want to also do that here in the United States. This is a whole great big country, and there's other places, Australia, Japan,
Sure.
that I see through my feed that they're playing my music that I would also, like to get to. So there's a
Right.
lot of different places. And California Rare, we got to get me out there. Hollywood.
See?
Hollywood, Hollywood swinging.
Oh, Lord. You got her geeked now, guys. We got her geeked.
Yes, yes, yes,
So, I
yes.
mean, I see the excitement that you have, with you sharing about being on the tour bus with all of the notables. So, d collaboration, is that something that you want to do, will
I
do?
do, I do. I'm planning on doing some duets because we don't have
Ooh,
enough duets anymore either. You know, you
true.
used to have the
That's
Tammy
true.
Terrell,
Yep,
Marvin Gaye,
yep,
Peaches and Herb. There was
yes.
always something
Ashford
that,
and Simpson. Yep.
Ashford and Simpson. You
Mhm.
know, but there are like, and you know what's sad to say? We don't have a lot of duets because everyone is really about themselves.
Themselves, right.
They don't want to share the stage. I
Everyone
just don't
for himself.
understand.
I
No.
But the promoters now are kind of putting this collaboration into motion now, because as you can see with the previous commercial, there are two on the ticket. Well, a lot of times it would just be the headliner and others, locally opening. But the collaboration is coming, I think, because of what's happening in the world these days. And I'm seeing more package deals come through than I have in a long, long time. I think it started right after the pandemic, when the venues were partially open
Right,
and the venue owners were just afraid to go full-fledged because they just didn't know if people would come out anymore. And then
right.
the collaborative efforts started, and I think that's where we still are, so to speak.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. But everyone needs to understand there's enough pie for everyone to get a slice.
Everybody. Mhm.
I mean,
Yep.
look at what you're doing. You have created your own. It's a uniqueness niche. There's no other Sabrina out there. There's no other format like this. And
Thank you.
you guys. I admire you also for sticking with it because it's hard to get those
It
scripts
is
to get people to come in. You're like, come in, come in, come
Hello.
in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But what I found, even in what I do, is a lot of the views happen after the show. It's Chris Clay and I, last year about this time, we were chatting about the post numbers. They may not peek their heads in at 7:30 ish, or they may pop in and pop out, but everybody is so busy doing their thing, trying to make their thing happen,
I
right?
know.
And then you start looking, and then your numbers will start to climb after the show, which means people, they care, they're watching, but the duplicity of it is difficult. You can't be
Right.
in two places at one time.
That's correct. And
Yeah,
thank God for the way
I know.
that social media is. It can be played over and over again, and
Yeah,
others get to see it that didn't get to see it initially.
right.
So, but they will see the love
They
that we
will.
have for each other,
I do
our
love you.
sisterhood. I no, I love you more. I love you more. You've been a
Oh,
support system from the very beginning.
thank you.
And when you say we've got to do this,
You were
I said
right
when.
there.
I said
Oh,
when.
yes, I know, right?
Yes.
Oh gosh, I just love sitting and chatting and letting the audience hear how real you are, because some, not all, but some of them just see the lights and they hear the music and it's glitz and glamour. But I think sometimes they really need to be able to touch you to some degree. Do you know what I
I agree.
mean?
I
Hmm.
agree, and that's what I hope they see tonight. Yes, this sometimes it is difficult.
Yeah,
I would love to be, on Billboard and on
yeah,
a regular basis.
a
I
regular.
would
Yeah,
love to be on some of the award shows. That is a bucket list, and
it
I want to
is.
be on some of those award shows. I want to also do, the Tonys, and
Sure.
I want to do a little bit of everything. But you know
Yeah.
what? As long as I'm able to keep trying every morning and I have my
Hmm.
health, because
Yep.
thank God I am a survivor, and I'm very, very,
Speaking.
very, very, very proud of that.
Talk about
And
that. Quickly talk about that. Encapsulate that for us, for those who
well,
may not.
that's how the song Free came
Oh,
about.
okay.
Because when I was at my last visit and I said, I need a song to celebrate, and I was thinking, there's no song there's no song. I'm free. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I guess I have to write the song.
Right.
And so that's when I wrote Free. Tell me what you see when you look in the mirror. It's okay because things are clearer. And that's what it was. I see me. I see somebody who still has life. And I'm so thankful I'm here. It doesn't matter about what I had to go through to get to this point. I'm
Right.
still here. And 28 days after my surgery, I did the wedding reception of John Mellencamp's daughter. Yes, I
No
did.
way.
28 days. I told that doctor, look, I don't care what you do. I'm just letting you know I need to be out of here in 28 days because I have a wedding reception that I have to do from John
Well,
Cougar Mellencamp.
but tell them what, if you don't mind, what actually happened with you.
Well, I'm a breast cancer survivor. And I tell everyone to really go get those checkups because I actually had a checkup.
Oh.
And they said that it's a cyst and it will go away. And just because of just trying to do the right thing, the
Hmm.
next year I said, I'm going to go again because I have the insurance. So I
Sure.
said, I'm going to go again. And when I went, they're like, that's a cancer. And I'm like, what?
Mhm.
And the nurse saw the expression on my face and she said, what bothers you the most? And at the time, my youngest, he was only 7 years old.
Okay.
And I said, I have got to raise that boy. My children are 10 years apart.
Hmm.
And I didn't, I thought about the oldest, but I thought about the youngest more because I said, I have got to be here to raise him. And
Right.
she said, and you will. And boy, was she right. Not only did I raise him, I'm able to see the great things he's doing, the great things my oldest son is doing. And even me, I'm leading by example because I'm showing my boys that you never give up. I don't
Wow.
care what it takes. If that's your dream, that's your goal,
Yep.
never give up. So
Ever.
I will always try to lead by example for
Mhm.
them, that they
Right.
see their mom always living out her dream, thankful that each time I get to try. I've done more free stuff than I've ever done from pay stuff, but it's
Wow.
okay because it's my way of showing God how much I appreciate it how thankful I am to just have this gift and to be able to use it. And I have a little course at the school. So I have to say the ensemble, the Deerfield Beach Middle Ensemble, they are
Joe.
amazing.
You are just, you're a phenomenal creative. I am so glad to be in your world. So glad to be premiering Your Love
Yes.
tonight. It's definitely a dance tune, and
Yes.
it does take me back to because I loved Donna Summer. When I tell
Yes.
you phenomenal creative there, yes,
Yes.
indeed, and it kind of puts me in the mind of her era. What were you trying to do that
I
or?
was.
Oh,
It put me in the mind of Donna Summers. It put me in the mind of Car Wash. It
yes.
put me in the mind of just that vibe, that you just walking around the house, you getting ready or you're cleaning.
Yep.
It gave me that feeling. And I said, I hope when everybody hears it, it reminds them of something that they can connect with to where they will enjoy it. So
Well,
I mean, I do. I love the vibe. I love the way that the harmonies came in
yep.
because I did everything.
Okay.
I did all the harmonies. I did all the backgrounds. Yes. Only thing I didn't do was the music. And
And we
I'm
know
just
why they
yeah,
wouldn't let you.
because he wouldn't let me. That's not what God gave me. Stay in your lane.
I am just picking with you.
Stay in your lane.
But you did a great, you stayed in there beautifully. So let's share with everybody Your Love by our special guest tonight, everybody, Candace Woodson.
Every day it was the same routine. Go to work, come home, then do it again. Something strange happened and things changed. Now my life will never be the same. Oh, it's your love, what you do to me. Oh, your love, it sets me free. Oh, you know that you're turning me on. It's your love that's keeping me strong. It's gonna take some getting used to. What I wanted is here. It has to be light my fire, ignite my flame. Send the signal, put respect on the name. It's your love that's turning me on. It's your love that's keeping me strong. Oh, your love, what you do to me. Ooh, your love, it sets me free. What I'm always wanted in a man is here, right here. We're making plans. A love so sweet, so precious, so rare, like a diamond shining bright. What a love affair! It's your love. Oh, your love. Hey, your love. It's your love. Your love. Oh, your love. It's your love. Your love.
Well, that's music by my girl Candace Woodson. Your love. I loved it. And I would
Thank you.
definitely be cleaning on a Saturday morning.
Yes. Saturday morning, going to work,
Going to
just,
work.
you know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
anything that, oh, that just makes you feel happy. I
Yeah.
just want everybody to feel happy. We live in a world that is tough sometimes. It's tough
Yes.
sometimes to feel the joy, but don't
Yes.
let anybody steal your joy. Don't let
That's
them do
right.
it.
That's
Don't let
right.
them do it. They're not
That's
worth it.
right. Oh, well, we appreciate that you have come and you've shared some transparent moments with us. Your life, some of the struggles with being an indie artist. But as you said, you stay positive and you speak those positive things over yourself. It's going to get better. It has
It
to get.
is.
It,
It
it
is.
will.
It is better. There's nothing that, as we use the scriptures, there's nothing too hard for God.
Nothing.
And we may have a moment,
Yeah.
but like the minister said Sunday, you know what? Just start doing some knee action. Pray
Get on your
more.
knees and pray.
Get on your knees and pray.
Yeah.
Spread that love and don't
Yes.
hold on to stuff. Don't hold on to it. Let it go because that's what God is for. Let
Yeah.
it go. Give it to
Aw.
Him. Give it to Him and just live out your life to the fullest. I'm so proud of my boys because one thing they do that I tell them to do all the time, live. And they live. They live to the
Mhm.
fullest. And I'm
Yep.
so thankful for that. They're good
Aw.
boys, but to see them live, to try to do the desires of their heart, it's such a blessing to me.
Wow. Wow. Well, I am glad that you have such wonderful children in your life, and you're just speaking positive over them. That means a lot, because it's hard enough to get through life, but you need people, including parents, to
Yes.
speak positive over your life, and
Yes, but that's
that
why I said, we started off, Sabrina, talking about people, but
well
I said I had to watch out for me.
said.
I had to see what I was saying. What was
Yeah,
I doing?
yeah.
What is my thought process? And
Hmm.
write, get a journal, write down your feelings, write down your emotions,
Yes.
share. And then you know what? Get you. I don't believe that we were meant to be alone. Get you
Mm-mm.
a couple of girlfriends, get
Mhm.
you a place that you go that
Mhm.
every now and then that you can express how you feel and you
Right.
can get that feedback. Like today, girl, I'm walking on cloud nine. I've been on the Indie Reveal Worldwide Artist Show. Do you hear me? Yes,
I
ma'am.
love it.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
On this Monday.
you're
Yes.
so beautiful. Thank you, Candace. I really appreciate it.
Well,
I
you
really
and so
do.
are you, and I wanted to let you know inside and out. And I just pray that this interview is really a blessing to many.
And
But book me. Don't think I have it together because I need you. So book me, book me, book me. All that information. Go to the webpage.
CandaceWoodson.com. It's
Yes,
right there. It is right there. Keep up with what are you going to be doing? Well, you did tell us that you had a February.
I do have a February 16th, and then there's possibly something else that may be a surprise that I'm not able to share just at the
Ah,
moment. But I know that I'll be back over in the UK sometime this year. I don't know exactly when. I'm waiting on
yay.
Craig Brown to
Okay.
get with me on that.
Mhm.
But yeah, so we're gonna keep going because the single is doing really well. The single is doing great, and I'm very, very, very proud of it. And I
I
just
am
know I know it's
too.
gonna be even greater after being on this show. Where two agree it should be. So imagine if we have more than that.
There we go. There we go. And you are going along the same lines as JJ last week. She said, Sabrina, we just need to spread love, love, love.
Yeah.
Just keep giving it, keep giving it. Why not? I mean, we've got so much of it. Just spread love everywhere. I mean, he was such an inspiration to me last week. And so here we are again. And this
Here
is
we
what
are
I love.
again.
This is why I do what I do.
Well,
Well, listen, I am so happy to have had you on. Shelly Singleton, she's laughing. She says, Candace is a beautiful soul. And you
uh,
are.
Oh, thank you so much.
Such a beautiful, beautiful soul. Any
Thank you so much.
Eve, I mean, I know you've said quite a bit already, but before we say goodbye to everybody, is there anything else that you want to leave with them, or to what do you want them to feel when they hear the music that because you've got an EP, an LP, and several singles out there, right?
Yes, yes. I've had two albums,
Two albums
the Desire album and the Perfect album.
and the perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like you said, there's several singles.
Yeah.
And I just want everybody to know how much I really love them. I
Oh,
really do love them and how much I really appreciate them. I don't take it for granted. When you listen to my music, thank you so much. Thank you because you don't have to. And when you share, thank you. When you tell others about the Candace Woodson experience, thank you. And
oh,
and and that those are words that come from my heart, not just from my mouth.
sure.
And I, got that a long time ago when I used to perform in Hilton Head from Deborah Govan. And
Hmm.
when she would say that, and I said, that is so true. That's from my heart, not just from my mouth.
Right.
So please get all the information, reach out to me. I would love to stay in contact on all my social media and be on the lookout because there will be an album in September. There will be more dates that are coming up
Yay.
and just this and then we're in a crucial time in our country right now
Right.
that we need everybody to pray.
Yes.
We need everyone to pray that God will be merciful and protect us all and keep
Yep.
us safe because this is not a surprise to him
Mm-mm.
and he is the one that's in control.
Yep.
So whatever you do, don't put your trust in man, keep your trust in
In
God.
God. Oh, I love that. And with that being said, remember what you make happen for others, God will make it happen for you. Candace, hang out. Don't you go anywhere. And you guys, I love you as well. Thank you so much for supporting the Indie Artist Reveal worldwide and all the artists that we bring. Come back next week. I promise you, you will be glad that you did. You take care. I will see you on next week. All right? Be safe. Bye bye.